Hi, are you looking for a way on how to fully play Pokemon Legends ZA in maximum performance into your PC? And if you are, then this is the right and perfect video for you to watch now. So first of all, what you need is that you'll need to have a copy of all the 4 files that I've highlighted here in my folder. These are the Nintendo Switch firmware, and these are the Nintendo Switch keys, and it should be in version 20 in order for it to detect and play Pokemon Legends ZA. And you should also get an emulator. So before you follow this video tutorial, I need you to agree that you have already legally purchased a legal copy of your Pokemon Legends ZA. Okay, so be sure to, when you follow this guide, you own the game. Now, you own a physical copy or at least a digital copy of the game. So we don't condone piracy here. We should own the legal copy of the game. So I'm going to assume that you own a copy of the game and that you have purchased it. So let's proceed with this guide. Now go to Google and then just type in here Ryubing emulator. Okay, that's the emulator that we'll need to get. Search it and go to their official GitHub page, and that's the first result. Click on that and then hover down right below and look for the latest build here. You can find a stable release by clicking the here link, and then it will be redirected to the page where we can get the emulator. So there are lots of versions of it. There is for Linux, for Mac, and a Linux ARM64. So be sure to get the one that you need. But for us, we are in Windows, so be sure to get the Windows x64 zip file. So click on that, download it now. So I'm just gonna minimize this because I have already downloaded the file. So I'm just gonna go there, click on the downloaded file, which is the zip file, click that, click on the publish folder, and then create a new folder, name it Ryubing or Ryubing's emulator. Mine is Ryubing's Fork 2025 because this is a fork of Ryubing's, which was taken down by Nintendo. So just select all the files in the zip file, just drag and drop them here, copy and paste in that way so that you'll have a copy of this emulator. But since I have already installed mine and I have already optimized it, so I'm just gonna skip that and close this one. But for you, you copy and paste it here into your folder and then look for the Ryubing's application file, double click on it and run it now. So I'm gonna assume that you have done that. So your Ryubing emulator, since this is your first installation, will look empty because it will need some files installed in it. So the files that you need are these files here. So these are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware, and I can say that it should be in version 20 so that it'll be able to play Pokemon Legends ZA. And the file format for the game should be either in XCI or in SP file format. Now, if you're asking me on how to get all of these files, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console itself and you own a legal copy, physical copy of Pokemon Legends ZA. So if you own a Nintendo Switch console, you should install a custom firmware. You have modded your Switch, install a custom firmware in it so that you have a full access of your Nintendo Switch keys and your Nintendo Switch firmware. So once you have access on those, just select and copy all of the keys and the firmware files of the Switch and transfer them into your PC, just like mine here. Now, in order for you to get the game, again, you should purchase the game, own a legal copy of it, and digitally back it up into an NSP or XCI file format. Now, for those that don't know how to mod, don't know how to install custom firmware into their Switch, don't know how to back up a digital copy of their Pokemon Legends ZA, then I'm gonna help you out, guys, as long as you own the game, as long as you own a Nintendo Switch console. So be sure that you own this too. So prepare your mobile phone, scan this QR code here with your QR code reader so that you'll be redirected to the page wherein you can get all of these free files. So be sure to follow the instructions in the website in order for you to get the free files, okay? So be sure to follow everything in it. So once you have the file, you have downloaded it, and I'm going to assume that you have downloaded via your phone, so be sure to transfer them into your PC right now. So if you have the files, let's install them in Ryubing emulator. So open Ryubing emulator again. The next step is to open the keys zip file, click on the folder inside, then go to Ryubing, go to actions, go to install keys, install.keys, click on that, create a new folder, name it keys, just like mine here, open that one. Then get the product keys and title keys, select those, drag and drop them here to copy them. You can replace the file because I already have the file. Click on the product keys, hit open, hit yes, hit OK. Just gonna close this. The next step is go to actions again, install keys, and then select the title keys and hit open, hit yes, and hit OK. Then the next step is to install the firmware. So to install the firmware, just go back to actions again, install firmware from an exe or zip file, locate on that firmware file version, and it should be in version 20.5.0. Select that and hit open, hit yes, and it will say successfully installed. Hit OK. You'll know that it's successful because right down here below it says version 20.5.0. And now your Ryubing emulator or Ryubing emulator is now capable of playing Switch games and detect them. So it will show you all of the game icons of your Switch games here. And as you can see, I have Pokémon Legends ZA already, and it's in its base version because if we install the latest title update of this game, the day 1 patch, the game will crash and will not run in Ryubing emulator. So if you're crashing and you have installed a title update, then that might be the reason. But I play the game. It's 50 minutes of gameplay. It's a 4 gigabytes of game. And there are some settings that we should change in Ryubing in order for us to play this game properly. Because if we don't change those settings, we will crash when we play the game. And also, if you proceed into the cinematics of the first cinematic when you enter Longyu City, then it will crash. So go to options here and go to settings. And in this part, just pause the video and copy every setting that you see here, okay? So these are my settings for the interface settings. The game directories is wherein you will store your Switch games. It can be anywhere into your PC as long as you know where they are, and it should be in XCI or NSP file format. So it's basically telling you where to get the Switch games here in the game directories. Now once you're done in the interface section, go to input. It's better to use a controller rather than a mouse and keyboard when playing Switch games. It's better that way, so be sure to connect your Xbox, PlayStation, PC controller, or better yet, your Nintendo Switch Pro controller here. Then connect them up, map them up according to your liking, but the dead zone for both left and right sticks, you should change those into 0.20 so that it will fix the drifting issues of your controller if you're having one. Now go to CPU system. You can change the region and language to whatever you like here, but the settings that we need to change are VSync setting, and it should be set to Switch, and FS integrity checks, you should check that. And in DRAM size, the default setting for this before is 4 gigabytes, but for playing Pokémon Legends ZA, you need to change this to 8 gigabytes. Once you are done here, go to CPU settings. So there are settings that has been changed here, and that is the PPTC. You should uncheck that, and once you're done, go to graphics. So in here, the most important setting, be sure to copy everything, okay? Pause the video, copy everything. So graphics backend is set into Vulkan. Your preferred GPU is that you have a dedicated graphics card. At least you have a GTX 1060 or GTX 1050. That's a really old graphics card, so I think that you have a better graphics card right now, so you'll be able to play Switch games with it. Now, in features and enhancements, you should enable shader cache and enable macro HLE, so be sure to check those. Now, in resolution scale, 270 resolution is the best because that will look the game more sharper, much more beautiful with that. But if you're having some issues in playing the game or performance issues, just change this to native, which is the base resolution of the Switch. But if you have a powerful CPU or graphics card, you can go for 4 times or 3 times the resolution. Now for anti-aliasing, I have set this to SMA Ultra Max setting. But for you, if you're having some issues, change this to none. Scaling filter, FSR set to 100%. But if you're having some issues, change this to bilinear. And isotropic filtering is set to 16 times, but if you're having some issues, change this to auto or 2 times. And aspect ratio 16:9 because that is my monitor aspect ratio. And once you are done here, you can go to audio. Again, copy the settings that you see here, and once done, hit apply and hit OK. Congratulations, your Ryubing emulator is now fully optimized to run and play any Nintendo Switch games from the old and latest games that is released, such as Pokémon Legends ZA. So a little bit of disclaimer, I will not be able to show you guys gameplay of this game running into my PC right now because we all know how strict Nintendo is. They hate this kind of content. They hate the Nintendo Switch scene emulation scene for PC. That's why I can't show you any gameplay at all, because if I showed you, my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down. And I hope you guys do understand on that part. But I am willing to compromise a little bit, and I'm gonna show you guys proof that this video trail is working. That's why I'm gonna boot up into the title screen of Pokémon Legends ZA, but I'm just gonna blur the screen from here on out so that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any of their copyright strikes into my channel. And again, please do understand. So I have not installed any mod, a 60 FPS mod for this game yet. I have not installed the title update of this game yet, because that will crash the game. So as long as you have followed all the steps here, you'll be able to play Pokémon Legends ZA easily. I am now on the title screen. Games run 30 FPS. So I'm just gonna stop the emulation here. And also, since I have played this game, I can say that when you play Pokémon Legends ZA in Ryubing emulator, it looks much better than the Nintendo Switch 2 version, and it runs much better in it. For now, it's just 30 FPS, but once we get the 60 FPS mod, then we'll be playing much better than Nintendo Switch 2. So as long as you follow all the steps in this guide, you'll be able to play Pokémon Legends ZA easily into your PC. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of this game, then just leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer all of them as fast as I can. So if you find this video helpful, please do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because that will help me out massively. Thank you for watching, see you next time, and goodbye for now.